Hey, good morning, everybody. I was in my meditation this morning and got a message kind of to deliver and something for people to think about. Trust is something that a lot of people are, what a lot of people want in life. You want to be able to trust your mate, your friends, your family, your companion, your partner, your pastor, your president, your congressman, your senator, right? But on a smaller scale, trust really begins with the ability to follow up or follow through with what you say. I mean, the smallest of things is not texting somebody to say, hey, I can't make it, or hey, I'll call you tomorrow, because you are not able to get to them in that here and now that you may have promised earlier. That little bit of a follow-up builds the trust. Because the person is wondering, we have this thing, these external triggers and messages that say that we're not worthy of things. Whether it's your parents that distilled that in you, your teacher, again, your pastor, your president, your senator, saying that you're not worthy of something. And so the news, the television shows that you watch, things that kind of put in your mind because they're based on stereotypes and they're based on messaging that is to deplete the human being, to deplete the God mind, right? Of knowing the abundance and having you think that you are not worthy. And so between two gods, between two people, between two individuals, there's got to be a strong follow-up or a strong follow-through. If you're saying that you're somebody's friend, really define what friendship is and tell them what friendship is to you. Well, I'm your friend and this is what I'm able and capable of doing. We need to start communicating more so that we understand each other, because what one's person of definition or one's definition of friendship is may not be the same as another. What another person's definition of love may not be the same as another. But it's your actions that really speak the word your actions speaks for you. Let's put it that way. And so let's just say you said, hey, I'm going to come by tomorrow to see you. And then you just don't show up, and then you just don't say anything about showing up. And then the person that's, wanting to see you or that was excited to see you, this is what, the fathers, the missing fathers and things like that, do. And they, you can't always have an excuse. Your excuses can't overweigh your actions, too. That's another thing. But if you have a strong friendship with someone and you don't follow through, then follow up at the time, even if it gets late and you're able to connect and say, hey, I'm sorry, my day got caught up. Some things happen. I'm very detailed. A lot of people say you're way too detailed. Well, I have nothing to hide. So being detailed is not an issue. I went to the store, ran into a friend. She needed something. I ended up going over to her house, got caught up, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Or I got a business call that I had to take. It turned into another call and another meeting so that I can close a deal. And sometimes I'll text that while I'm on the phone with these people if I know that I have something with someone else, or I told my girlfriend that I'm going to, my significant other, let's call it that, because she's way too old to be my girl, or to be a girl. And so, I will text her and say, hey, I got caught up in a meeting. Hey, this is going really great. I can't wait to tell you the details or the excitement about, whatever I can say, to her. So she knows, so she can go about her day and not worry about whether I was in a car accident, not worry about, what's going on. I'm not cheating on her. I don't know what her past could bring up. And there's things that have kicked up in my past And I'm like wondering what, who, where, when, it. So communication with another person is very important in building trust. And don't fear your inability to follow through. I think a lot of the reality shows really the lack of communication, and they're trying to make that normal. Well, I didn't know because I didn't. But baby, you should have. And I was just going out with the boys, and you should have known. No, it's not you should have known anything. You should have told her. That is your responsibility to deliver what it is that you're doing at the time. If you can't tell somebody what you're doing and you are feeling a certain way about it, then maybe you need to remove yourself from that relationship. If you can't be totally honest or afraid to tell your girls that you chose your boys over her because you know that would get her upset, then you're not honoring her. So remove yourself. A lot of these reality shows are just simple answers. Remove yourself. Why create the drama? Drama is not a sign of love. Drama is not a sign of commitment. Drama is not a sign of trust, respect. It's a sign of foolishness, to tell you the truth. It's a sign of insecurities. I guess that's why I don't watch them. That's why it makes me upset that these are like the #1 shows and people are tuning in, and then we're wondering what's wrong with our children because they think that's the norm. They think it's normal not to communicate with somebody and say, hey, baby, this is how I feel. Our feelings are the most important things about us. They are us. It's our truth about who we are, and it directs us in how we should act or react. And part of that reacting could be walking away and leaving you alone because you don't make me feel good. Life is about feeling good. And we're wondering why people are depressed because they're not choosing to feel good. Because the messages around them are saying, you really need to be bad. Are you depressed? Are you this? We got a pill for that. Are you aching? Are you ailing? We got a pill for that. Nobody's got a pill for happiness because it's natural. It is a natural state of being if we choose to be in that state. And it's only just a choice. In 1 second, you can change your whole world. I digress because we're talking about trust. So start building trust by communicating. Follow up or follow through. But the equation is to follow through more than you have to follow up. And that's my message today, folks. Ponder that for the week. Love you. Peace.